Hello, hello, hello. It's Attorney Mike Graham. I'm coming to you from beautiful Gdansk, Poland. And I've got a nugget for you. It's a quickie, but it is so good. I have to thank Shelley Montague who sent it to me. We've got a Karen who rolls in and gives Judge Oakley a piece of her mind. And Judge Oakley is not going to take that sitting down. In fact, he's rarely sitting down. Let's do this thing, shall we?
For Bankhead?
Yes.
Okay.
No, that's fine. And Mr. Washington, for Ms. Kosa, we're just adjourning that, correct, for the prosecutor?
I moved him too quick. Heather, I'll bring him back out.
Mr. Washington,
Yes.
we're just gonna adjourn Ms. Kosa, correct?
Yes, but
For the prosecutor?
we can adjourn that. Ms. Kozar has indicated she doesn't want me representing her, so I don't know whether to have her address the court on that.
You want to do that now, or you want to do that after you've talked to all your defendants?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
maybe
No, let's do it now. We can let the county go then.
Okay. Yeah, maybe if I can speak to the rest of my clients. Two of my clients are.
No. As soon as we get her on, Ms. Kozub, see if you can get a deputy to unmute you so we can talk.
The prosecutor's Miss Dane. She's asking for the adjournment. She doesn't able to be here, so she has prosecutor.
Mr. Washington wants no part of this, but it's really doing him a favor to get it over with. Brace yourselves. It's a thing of beauty.
Mid-November.
On this file?
And Miss Kosa, yes.
Okay. Ms. Kozub, can you hear me all right?
Yes, Your Honor, I would like to release my lawyer. I need a new one because he already violated my rights and my privacy by answering a phone call with my biological mother, who has done nothing but commit crimes against me, and he told her that he was my lawyer before I even knew he was my lawyer. And I don't want my lawyer communicating with one of my biggest predators and enemies who have been doing nothing but committing crimes against me, and I'm pretty sure she set this up as well. So he will not be my lawyer.
Okay, just so you understand, you have a right to a court-appointed attorney, but you don't get to pick the attorney unless you pay for the attorney. So I'm gonna put in for one request to see if they will appoint another attorney from downtown. I don't appoint the attorneys, that comes from downtown, understood?
Yes.
All right,
Okay, for the record, before this turns south, she comes in hot, saying a bunch of wacky stuff. He does the nicest thing he can for her at first. Then pre-warns her, you don't get to pick, you're not paying. But I'll do what you're requesting. Does not think that Mr. Washington did a damn thing wrong, which I'm sure he didn't. And then we go from there.
so that will be adjourned for probably safe 3 weeks.
Well, no, the prosecutor wants it mid-November because she's off.
Okay, so all right, so the
Your Honor,
prosecutor
can I say
wants,
something?
the prosecutor is asked to have this adjourned
Your
into
Honor.
mid-November, so that should be time for you to get a
Okay,
new
Your Honor,
attorney.
I was kidnapped. They came in a car that was not Belleville. They busted into my house. I have video evidence. They took the knife out of my room that had nothing on it. He did not have gloves on it. He did not have gloves on. He did not have an evidence bag. He took my phone that I hid. He took my purse. When I was leaving to come here in the new jail, do you know that we're in the new jail? You know. There's an old jail and a new jail. Well, when they took me in the new jail, he told me, oh, I don't have any property. So they stole my purse, they stole my phone, they stole all my identification. Then they did not take me to a Belleville station, and they were not in Belleville cars. They didn't even take me to Sumter station, and they were not in Sumter cars. They took me to a place called Huron. And when I asked the cop, why am I here? He said, I don't know, I don't work here. So I've been kidnapped. I'm trying to call the FBI. I have no wristbands. They won't let me give me 2 free phone calls. They won't give me a tablet. They barely let me out. They barely, if I do anything wrong, they punish me in their own ways because no one's watching them. Since I got here, I've been screaming and asking and begging for a sergeant. No sergeant will come and talk to me. I just got sandals today. So many corrupt things are happening. Who do I report it to? No one will. I can't call the FBI. I've told every single person, not every person. I've told so many inmates, sheriffs, nurses, doctors, social workers. Will you please call the FBI? I've been kidnapped. This is not the first time. Will you please call the FBI? No one will call the FBI. And I know I don't get to choose my attorney, but I do have the right to have an attorney that does the legal thing and respects my rights and doesn't tell a predator and an enemy who's attacking me, don't answer their phone call. And you're not supposed to tell anyone you're my lawyer or any information about my case. This is what happened last time with Lauren Anderson. She communicated with my biological parents who were in the case. They made deals and were talking. They had their cell phone number. So this is just gonna keep going and going and going and going and going and going.
You done?
I am now, since you really don't want to hear the rest.
I didn't understand that. You're done now because what?
It doesn't sound like you want to hear the rest of the information and the truth and the facts.
There's nothing.
Yeah, we don't. There's one thing we can agree on. Nobody wants to hear the rest.
I can do with any of the information you just spewed at me.
Aren't you a judge? You can
Yeah,
call
but
the
I'm
FBI.
not in charge of the Wayne County Jail.
Huh? Excuse me, I'm sorry, I did not hear what you said.
That's because you're talking over me.
No, I wasn't talking when you said something about Wayne County Jail.
I am not in charge of the Wayne County Jail. It's called separation of powers. So you've asked for a new attorney. That takes time.
But I told you the cops kidnapped me. You can call the FBI and say, hey, you want to investigate and see if this is true? She's claiming to be kidnapped. And I've also been claiming to be sex trafficked. And I believe I'm being raped. And I believe that there are people in my house that I couldn't see, even though I told the cops, hey, I think there's people here. And then they took me to a mental hospital saying, no, Alicia, you're manifesting this. There's no people here. Really, then why
Let
didn't
me-
you hear men's voices? And why are other people's mail being delivered at my house?
Let me know when I,
You're the only one I can tell. Who else am I gonna tell?
when you're gonna shut up long enough for me to respond, I'll be happy to
Excuse me?
respond.
Because you're a judge, you don't get to tell me to shut up.
Well, I
If you want
certainly
respect, you
can,
gotta respect
and I
me
can make
too.
you shut up. Watch, here it goes.
You're live.
Here it comes.
I'll take it to the Supreme Court.
Can't imagine why you couldn't bond with that woman, Mr. Washington.
Yeah.
So who's your next client? Who do you need to talk to?
Yeah, either Mr. Bankhead, I see Mr. Bankhead, and then Mr. Folks, either one, Judge.
I'll put you in with Mr. Bankhead.
I'm sorry, Marianne. Is there
Okay, that's all we got. I had to do it. I loved it. I love the ending so much. You can't tell me to shut. I'll tell you what I can do. Wait for it here. Wait for it. So he's going to the mute, but she squeezes in. I'm taking this to the Supreme Court. Then he mutes her ass. Oh, that was just sent to me. Oh, thank you so much. Let me see. Again, that was Shelley who sent that to me. Thank you, Shelley. I enjoyed that so thoroughly. Sometimes it's just a quickie. That's all you got. But it was so good. I had to run with it. I was sitting here in my hotel by myself, laughing my ass off when I saw that unfolding. He was very patient when she started this stuff. He's like, okay, all this isn't making sense. I'll have patience. I'll let her run her course. And then when he just said, look, he was trying to respond to her, and then she started talking over him, and that's when it just went south. He's like, look, I let you ramble, but if you want a response, you don't get to shout me down when I start formulating it. That's where I personally draw the line. We're headed to the mute button. And of course, he has the classic, I'm taking this to the Supreme Court. Say you're wacky without actually saying you're wacky. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it. You threaten the Supreme Court to the judge. And then of course he has a fantastic one-liner afterwards. Good stuff. Good stuff. Sometimes this is just too easy. All right. That's all I got. Just a quickie. Thank y'all for coming out. I appreciate it. I will see y'all soon.